for the purposes of emphasis and clarity, you read EOCO's letters. Now you know what GAPT is in the audit report.
Yes.
Now you know what P&Y investment is in the audit report. And now you know what BIMABA is in the audit report. These are the three things that EOCO invited me to discuss with me on.
Based on the petition from
the current executive secretary. Obi, Yankani Ninabum, 3.2 million for GAPT.
Yes.
588,000 for the P&Y investment.
Which has already been.
Student has already been, but they make us and make a point.
Okay.
And then 5.2 million for GAPT. Okabumwa, 9 million and 5,000.
9 million and 5,000. Okay. These are the three issues flagged by the audit report.
And these are the three issues written to me by the executive secretary. Okay. And these are the three issues written to me by EOCO. And yet, miraculously, under some strange circumstances, EOCO, in even writing on the back of the invitation on the petition from IMCC, still inflated this 9 million
to 20 million. Almost about 20 million.
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay. Me, like I said, I don't have a problem. But if you say these are the three issues, then these three issues do not amount to 20 million. They amount to 9 million. For whatever reason why you did 20, you only know. But again, facts are facts. I don't know, you don't fight those things. And I feel me buy a discussion. I've been cooperating. I was with you. Obi, I didn't even hear my Mitchell.
Yeah.
All the things that were happening on the street. Monday 9:30 p.m. And I'm saying they were protesting on my behalf. I didn't even know. It wasn't Monday. Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. And I'm Tuesday and I'm in fact, a reanimu around. And remember, about 4 p.m. when they were transporting me to go and do a search in my house.
Yeah.
And I mean, who says I was shocked when I saw the people. Because I was even telling them, but how? How did people get to know about this? And I say, I'm on Crawford now. And I'm saying, no. The people that knew I was here have strict instructions to ensure that this doesn't happen. It's here moving in one. I mean, we say, a friend is saying, I'm on Crawford, oh, it's all over social media. Before I realized that apparently David Tamaklu, who is very closely associated with the EOCO, is the one that made the first post about my detention at EOCO. Fast forward. Many EOCO for come if pictures of Muko take here. I want me fear midday when they showed it.
I know why I'm gonna take pictures.
EOCO, I was with them. All the pictures them, I know man for one I want to mean. They took and then you shared it. It's okay. It's okay. Nina and your issue. Obi politics and yeah, maybe a politician. Me crown and menya NDC in the business, you know, you're just doing politics. So all those things don't bother me. My real bother is the official statement. You see, people like David Tamaklo and Co. They are just doing their social media, doing their politics. It's an NDC guy doing his politics. It's okay, but for an organization like EOCO, you don't do that to your citizen. You don't do that to your citizen. Knowing very well that this is what you are discussing with me in there.
Yes.
And then you put out there a different figure. In fact, I've asked them.
You've asked them about the 50.
Yes, I asked them.
Because again, sitting here, and maybe EOCO had written to you, said, on these three issues. But in the process, they may have identified other issues.
So I asked them. Okay.
If there are any other issues, they have to let you know.
Yes. Okay. As far as you've been able to put it out there in a statement there, that means you've settled on something. Okay, can you please tell me, as I am sitting here, the 55 million offer. They told me, say, almost 55 million will be
EOCO officers.
Yes, Kachem said they didn't give any 55 million out to anybody. And they are right. You can't, because the fact of the matter is that in my engagement with them, there is no 55. In fact, there cannot be 55 million OB. Organization didn't have 55 million.
What if the EOCO officers now can they deny this statement?
Well, they can deny. If they deny that, they should come bring the 55 million out.
Where they got the 55 million from.
And I mean, now we investigating for 55 million. To mean can't me. Inti eba ne say na wo tumi nya 55. Inti say wo deny aveto obonti.
Because from the 3 issues they are investigating you on, no can you know
9,005,000.
Even that.
No 3.2 wa gapti. Inti gapti no mo MD no kwaji won ho. 558,000. Ay accountant. 5.2 million any conversation that EOCO is having with me in terms of procurement process. I know krampo no almost say consultant no ye adwuma no or ye wadanfo. We have identified say consultant and ye wadanfo. And see that is what we are on now. It's okay. Some the money in your processes. So beside your conversations. And see, that's why I keep saying, say, and no, it's nothing. And yeah, dear, excess way you could say, yeah, investigation. Oh, yeah, my consultant be contract consultants, no, what down for. And the agency now the man were down for conversations. Oh, it be my down for, but I wasn't part of the selection process. Selection process was done by somebody else near the Obinasa Kroma and I've on your business.
Yes.
President in New York ran your business. President in New York call a cabinet called J. Your friend is saying gold mining. It's a president to recuse no.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever heard me speak against the president brother doing business? No. You know why? Because I keep insisting. I've said it everywhere. Say, but Umia be president. Ninuya Abraham Baumia. As we speak, or your businessman from President Kufuor time, or your businessman at Amel's time, or your businessman Mahama time, or your businessman Kufuor time. It is about Baumia be president. Abraham Baumia should not stop being a businessman. So he will still do business. That is why me, when you go to cabinet and go and take a gold concession for your because I want you to put it on record, say, if Ibrahim Mahama is doing business, which I have no problem with, then there is no way, say, Abraham Baumia cannot do business when Baumia is president. Because as we speak, Baumia is not president, but Abraham Baumia is doing business. Why should Abraham Baumia all of a sudden stop doing business? And that is why I always had issues with the NDC people who were always going after Gabi or Tredakon, Kendoforiata and all those. I said, stop what you are doing. Because the fact that Gabi's cousin or uncle is president doesn't all of a sudden stop him from doing anything in his life. It's where we have been since Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and said consultancy 5.2 million. Audit reports say and guess I'm here international competitive bidding. And I mean use international competitive bidding. And I yoko you consultants and call you or your best friend. Your best friend I want to shubum when your business. Your come account to mukre musa was send you skada. Musa was sending skada into the shishum. It's okay. There's no problem with that. Consultants you want
the 5.2 million.
What is the label? Read the label.
In the way Ministry of Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development, MMDC's Community Engagement 2022-2023. Okay, from IMCC.
Yes.
It is a reporter Bima Bafone submit.
Yes. Inti ejumani niye ena yoko say oh ejumana moye no what the ma wadanfo ena wadanfo eye ejumano.
Oh, okay.
So that is what we've been discussing for the past 3 days, 4 days at EOCO. You understand? Bobby, on the back of this report, Cabinet established a Cabinet subcommittee.
A report you crab.
Yes, a Cabinet subcommittee to look at the needs, the priority projects are. A war report imua a bind between a fan and 10 terms why. Niamadi been a coffee drip by.
From this report?
Yes, in a coffee drip in India by because we realized that most of the needs for the assemblies were roads. But now roads. So government decided that listen, we may not be able to asphalt or tar every road at the same time. Decided the other machines in at least any permanent presence in the district. There was a subcommittee set up by cabinet. Now the chief of staff and the vice president, Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, were co-chair. Director of research at the presidency and the secretary. Me and I'm coordinator. There are other reports that came out of that from this. Itemizing ABA, said this should be our short list of ABA 30. That 30 has been shortlisted. Then further shortlisted by the subcommittee to identify which ones government can get done within that space of time. And then identify agencies are bind it be a clinic. Now committee na fair health insurance say more project fund no. Clinic and all of that. So all those things have been done. But that is what the EOCO is discussing with me. Obi, how do you discuss 5.2 million consultancy work with me? And then you put a statement, I was investigating for 55 million. Now we are sir. DM partner we film. In this country, to put it bluntly, we are all hypocrites. That is how I'm putting it. we are all hypocrites. Eduji is a hypocrite.
You want association?
Kofi Benzo is a hypocrite.
He have condemned people and I've condemned them too.
I think I am the only person that is not a hypocrite. And I'll explain to you why. Don't interject me. I'll explain to you why. You see, me, I know I have a very big mouth. So everything I say, I make sure that I am very sure that tomorrow, either I will say the same thing or I'll keep quiet. NDG hasn't done that. This government, this president has gone after free speech. There is no other way of putting it. He has, in fact, it's a presidential policy. The man said that he is even going to use our IPs to identify us and find us where we are. You see, when you want to control my speech, it's not free. Free speech and hate speech are not the same. They are not close. They are two different things. So let's not attempt to draw some parallels or cousins between them. They are different.
And irresponsible speech is different from
if you want to control what I say, then there's no free speech. It means that before I speak freely, I must filter it and be sure it will please you, or you accept it. And there's a reason why I say that. There is a letter written to Nana Danko Akufo-Addo by President Mahama, then opposition leader, and has been shared on Adiju's WhatsApp, Facebook wall. That's why I'm saying he's a hypocrite, and he accepts it. He knows why I'm saying that. February 11, 2022. And when we finish, he has to change the settings on his Facebook. It makes it difficult for me to search. There's a way he has to do it so that it's easy. I'll show him. This is what, this is President Mahama. Dear President Akufo-Addo, I'll just jump them. I am appalled at the growing criminalization of speech and journalism in Ghana under your watch in this 21st century. Then he goes on to itemize some of the things, and I'll pick two issues that he itemizes. One, he picked an issue of Captain Smart that had been picked up by the police for inciting an uprising by the Ghana army at Parliament and calling for a Rwanda kind of situation in Ghana. He cites it as one of the things that he's appalled that the Akufo-Addo had gone, and he calls Akufo-Addo out because the police had gone in to pick Captain Smart. Is here, the letter is here. Oh. So let's accept that. Yeah, let's accept that. No, it's here. It's on Eduji's wall, February 11. Let's accept that. The president today actually makes all of us understand from this that he is the one that is gone after these 17 people and not the police, per this analogy. Let's accept that. Number two, he goes on to now reference Muammar Barnier and a journalist, another journalist, who had also been arrested. And hear me clearly what he had done. The police had arrested him and is on Eduji's wall for alleging on his show that Nana Danko Akufo-Addo had met some 7 superior court judges ostensibly to plan with them so that should there be an election petition at the Supreme Court, they will skew it for Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Is there? The president then goes on to name and list several issues and cases of arrests of citizens that had made, speeches and all of that, like we are experiencing today. I have never, in my entire political career, ever stood anywhere to support the police going to arrest anybody. Not when Akufo-Addo was president, not when Kufuor was president, not now. Listen, when President Kufuor was president, when President Rawlings was president, when even I was MPP and I was Tescon, we used to walk from Legon to the council with our botos and our shorts down there protesting and demonstrating against the president. Today that students don't demonstrate. Those times we joined the demonstration, and we were all on Legon campus together. We joined the demonstration when the vandals descend without even knowing what it's about. And by the time we realized we were at Castle, protesting and demonstration, that was even time when President Kufuor was president. I am never on record. That's why I'm saying I'm not a hypocrite. In fact, I am on record on my Facebook wall for calling out the Ghana police for arresting people when Akufo-Addo was president.
Me too, so
it's there, it's on my wall. I have always been against that. So I can speak freely. But he can't. Because when I go to his wall, there are several posts he has shared when Akufo-Addo was president, where he was expressing displeasure for the police arresting people for making certain commentaries against Akufo-Addo, including even people who may have said things against the First Lady, like we have experiencing with some 17. Yes, and he was against it. The problem I have with Eduji and all the other people in NDC today is that you might as well have kept quiet. Because all these things that are happening, which I admit, under the MPP, the police had done similar things, are the same thing happening now, which you spoke against. Now, you see, the question and the point I'm trying to find out today from Honorable Bombardier is that this whole hate speech and free speech and responsible speeches, is it only when it's against people in government? And after, please give me a little time, I beg you. Is it only against people in government? I'm saying that because I am always on TV and radio, and I don't know when I'll fall foul to some of these things. So I want to have my time. Why is it that my presidential candidate, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, is insulted by people in the NDC from morning till evening on TikTok? I have the names, I have the videos. Okay? That the police are there on TikTok, they are cyber security units, they are there on TikTok, on Facebook, but I have never, for once, seen any of these NDC guys picked up or arrested for inciting violence against Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. We are in this country, when there's a gentleman in the US who came into this country, got national security protection, driven to the Supreme Court, when there was warrants and things against him, then he was let go. And this is somebody that has insulted every chief in this country, has insulted even the president, this president. Yes. Every presidential candidate in this country. He has gone after every judge, gone after every pastor, gone after every chief, gone after the president. He has said it openly that he made the president of this republic and that he can bring him down. He walks freely. So don't come and talk to me about laws and hate speech and, we are hypocrites. It is only when we think it benefits us, and there's a certain reason why that is happening. We are beginning to have a certain herd immunity mindset when it comes to how we treat our citizens. Why are you treating me miracles? Not as a citizen of this country, but because I am MPP. I am a Methodist, I am MPP, I'm a Guan. Why are you putting me in a herd immunity? Why are you putting me in a group? If I commit a crime, hold me solely responsible. And treat me according to what the law says you should treat me. Alfred, it's a very dangerous thing we are setting for ourselves. And when some of my party people say that when the tables turn, they will do the same, they are not playing.
Yes, it's wrong.
They are not playing. It will be escalated because people are writing it. People are noting it. And I started talking about this in 2025 when I said that I admit, whenever there is a change in government, there were a lot of things, some of these things happen. Can we agree to put a stop to it?
Yes.
And say that enough is enough? Let's begin to halt some of these things. When I said that, some of my NDC friends agreed with me. Some too felt like, hey, we've come to power, we should continue. You think that you go and arrest somebody for speaking, and when the table turns, that person has forgotten about you, they will come after you in multiple fold. And we'll be having the same conversation. I am saying what I am saying today because when the table turns, and somebody in my party is doing it to you, I can still speak because I'm speaking against it now, and I spoke against it then. Why are we doing this to ourselves, Alfred?
Okay.
That we say we have a law that says that nobody is above the law, including the judge. Well, we know in this country when judges took goods and money as bribes and skilled judgment. Have you gone to the magistrate courts and the small courts in the district before? I was an MC. There were occasions that I went to those courts. You weep when you see how citizens are being treated in those places where there are small lawyers, and some of them don't even have representation. So the reality is that indeed there can be judges that can be political. They are not above the law. If you are a judge and I have a case before you, and I think that you are singling me out and you are trying to use your position to come after me, there is a law that allows me to call you out and even petition and get you removed. So if for whatever reason you think that somebody has said that a certain judge is a political judge, it is not the police that comes to arrest the person and throws the person to jail. I am saying this because I'm saying this not because I support what the person has said. Hear me well. I am saying that whether you are the president, you are the chief justice, you are whatever it is, when somebody comes after your person or your integrity, the laws are there. It doesn't include police kidnapping me and putting me in jail. It says that I should take you on and let you prove how I became political. And if you fail to do that, the laws will punish you, which if it includes jailing, you are jailed. But the situation where we find ourselves today, that if the thing goes against people in government, then we weaponize it and call it hate speech and peddling falsehood. That is the danger that miracles I am worried about, and I think Eduji should also worry about. Now, Alfred,
you're right.
Let's look at all the 17 issues. None of them are issues that miracles will say with my mouth, or would even go into a meeting and tell my party person to say it. But the question is, since when did it become a crime? The things they've said. We're in this country when Eduji and his party, including senior members of this government, were on the street. The communications officer of the NDC, Sami Jemfi, saying exactly what this lady has said today. In fact, what this lady has said today, that she said, "Kuna na do mami, eradie kuna na do mami."
And we sang it against
Raleigh.
So why is it now a crime?
Why?
There is a gentleman who sits. What's his name? Is it Hunto? There's a gentleman who sits on Wezo TV or so. He said it in plain language that he is surprised that another is not dead, and that God should just kill him in a plane crash. So today, if you are showing me,
how should all these be dealt with?
No. So I'm saying that if you are showing me, if you are showing me these cases, and today you are in government, your conversation shouldn't be that they've done something. The law should. You are hypocrites, because when you are in opposition, similar cases, you spoke against it, and the president today wrote a letter to Akufo-Addo. All the cases are listed in the letter. I'll give it to you. I can give it to you to share.
No, you condemn all these statements. You say these statements, even if they were said by persons within the party, your party, you don't associate with them. How do we address
no,
it? Because it's an issue.
Let's agree.
It's an issue
let's agree that we have a difference between morality and crime.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I am a Methodist.
Civil wrong.
Okay, I have went to Sunday school, going through. I can disagree with you. I can debate with you. I'll never insult you. It doesn't mean that another person doesn't reserve the right to insult you. That is his business. For some other citizens, they want to insult you.
They do.
The point is, if I insult you, is it a crime? If I say you, the judge, you are political. There's no crime. I'm not supposed to be in jail for even 30 minutes. I'm supposed to be sued by you.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? If I say that the Gauls should kill the president, I would never say that in my life. Never in my life would I say that. But if somebody says that the Gauls should kill the president, it is not a crime.
Oh, I wish you were there.
Or I wish that Eduji is dead. It is not a crime. If Eduji, even for whatever reason, feels slanted, it is not up to the Ghana police to go and bundle the person and put in jail. It is up to Eduji to come and seek redress and deal with the matter with you. My worry is that, is the police for all of us? Or it is only when the issue is against the MPACU or the boss MD that the police feels that it is of national security threat. Otherwise, even as we speak today, there are people that in the last 3 days that have issued threats, insults against other citizens of this country. And that is why I said that we are building a certain herd immunity mindset. That when people are being treated under the laws of Ghana, we don't treat them as citizens, but we treat them based on the groups and the organizations that we believe in. So somebody has said something. This young lady, and I wrap up, has said something distasteful. You want to deal with it. Why are you saying that MPP people?
She's a citizen.
Okay.
Why are you saying that MPP people? Why are you saying that the MP? She's a citizen. What does the law say about dealing with a citizen? This thing, that we are saying this slowly, so we are playing with it like that. We will be here one day. There will be another rogue policeman under another government that will come for you, Alfred.
So
using the same principle.
Hold on.
I was arrested like that.
You remember when lawyer Martin Pebu used to be here every Akufo-Addo OSP. The day he was arrested by the OSP in the way that he found rogue, you saw the way he was all over the place and writing.
Okay, thank you. Now the reference you made about the person on the Wezo TV, I've just received a message from the person with the name George Tay says Hunter has never come to Wezo TV before. So please correct
I mean, I've gotten the name wrong, but there's a video.
I think that's just a correction.
No, I know. But Alfred, I'm saying that.
You made the point.
I'm making a call. I'm making a call on the president. I'm making a call. The call I'm making on the president is that on February 11th, 2022, he had a very good reason to write a letter to the then president.
Let's share it. That letter.
Okay. No, it's not going to be your last comment. You're going to make
but let me wrap up well.
I'm not going to come back to you.
Let me wrap up well. He wrote a letter to the then president Akufo-Addo, and it was a very passionate letter talking about free speech and giving examples of what he feels were attack on free speech by the president. Ebiji published it on his wall, and the letter is here. I'm begging him. Everything he wrote in that letter are still very, very, very active. Fortunately, you have become president. You have the mandate and you have the power